Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Business News. It is I, Josh Goldstein, on um 11/22/22. On today's CBBN, um uh we will be reviewing the Marvel movie The Eternals, and also we will also be reviewing uh sh- so the we'll also be talking about my book Zayn and This War, and Shang-Chi, which has just come out. And but first in the news, Salma Hayek, star of Eternals, has just got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Salma Hayek, Ajak, is one of the Eternals, a race of immortal alien beings who are the basis of our gods, and servant of Arisham, the mysterious prime celestial, who is the a member of the race of beings who created the universe and are eternal as well. So the Eternals serve the Celestials, and it was created in the set 1977. Eternals #1 came out when Jack Kirby um, was brought back to Marvel to be an editor and create new comic books. He decided to sort of do a take on his DC world of Fourth World, and create a world of God, another race of God, world of gods and wonder. He decided to do a little more Daniken than his earlier take, and sort of uh, instead of just Orion and Darkseid, do something more marvelly. You have Gilgamesh, Thena, Ajak. It sounds interesting. It sounds like like what was behind our ancient gods, were their alien visitations, was that it is a little more dives into the theories Dana can pose and Chariots of the Gods, and which is a book some people should read. I'll probably read it someday. I steal somebody's copy. so so it is a very interesting book, and I do suggest it. And I do suggest Jack Kirby's The Eternals, both the Jack's Marvel run in The Eternals, and Neil Gaiman's retake on it, and a newer and a third hash of it done more recently, which dives in. Neil Gaiman dives more into what they like some of the things you're seeing in the movie, with Pip being a girl and Phaistos being a gay celestial, and new celestials like Killigan, the the subcontinental celestial, and how Ajak is and Macquarie are girls, and there are four, like how there are 4 and 4 each, or 5-4 combination on the celestials, or 5-5 each, and if you add up all of them, even Phaistos and Sprite, you get I think the reason in the movie to change Ajak and Macquarie into women were just so that they could have more actresses. Like Salma Hayek could have a character because they weren't going to make her Cersei. They wanted Chloe Zhao to star in the movie, not just direct. And yeah, yeah, it's like and actually actually Zeros, which was a like important in the comic book, is not in the movie, and I don't really care because even though that was the important in the comic book, you want Salma Hayek's actually cooler, and Angelina Jolie. Wow, she's exactly as it was in the comic book, poured into a metal suit of armor. I actually love that, and also Gilgamesh is great. I like Don Lee as Gilgamesh, and I also like Kilgan, and the guy who plays Icarus does a great job as Icarus. And Chloe Zhao's great. She's a spectacular. Chloe Zhao I've only seen before in Captain Marvel for a couple seconds, and I think she's done a few other things I've seen her in, but she is such a good actress, and and so that is my review of the Marvel movie The Eternals. It gets about uh, four stars. I think it should get a nomination somewhere from somebody, but they're probably nominate Snow White the Epic movie starring Humphrey Snogart or some idiot like that, like or like Omar Shakrip. Okay. So anyway, that now the we're going to the comics. Uh, this is our comic book we are reviewing, Shang-Chi and Earth's Mightiest Artists. Shang-Chi was a recent Marvel movie, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I like that too. I didn't get to review it with you, but I shall say that was a 3-star movie, but it was okay. I have some friends who didn't like it, which is why it wasn't a 4-star movie. But I'm saying it was for a 70s Marvel comic book, they made it good. And this is sort of some recent stuff and some old stuff having this fall in. Like, look at this. This is fairly recent. Not the greatest issues of X-Men. The illustrations are bad for that artist. To his style was going downhill at the time, where they were trying to false manga approach. So this is a fairly bad era of X-Men, but you see the characters in the background. This collection was brought together, I think, to showcase the character more than the artist, because I'm sure I could get a better collection of Shang-Chi somewhere. But this is if you are just getting into Shang-Chi, this is a good jumping spot. This is a really good Shang-Chi illustration here. Iron Fist. There should have been more emphasis on Shang-Chi and Iron Fist rather than the X-Men, but I guess if you have to sell comic books. This is interesting. This is interesting. Not and And I think this is actually I like I like this book. This is a three and a half, three and a half, but three, three. It's not the best. 3.5 out of 5 because there's too much emphasis on the X-Men and not the best issues of the X-Men. Okay, and now I'm talking about my own book. Please, it is still available from Outskirts Press. Still a very good book. This is my own book, Zayn and This War. Fairly doing well. Fairly doing well. Please get my book. And before I will give you a free read of it's very long. The few lines after Queen Miri left and Princess Aviva Aleph Zevi had left the doomed city of Ziva, Viceroy Absalom evacuated the city's population on transports and took the city's treasures and records. He then left and destroyed his official documents and flew in a hovercraft to Mazin. Most of the city's people had been saved. Mebik, in his firebomb, rage burned the entire city to the ground in order it razed. Every building, house, and structure of any kind were totally destroyed. If possible, he also took all of the graves on Mount Mitra and plucked their headstones. The name of Ziva was obliterated in his side of the world. It was called Transmazim, and Mebek had plans to rebuild rebuild the site as the future capital of his interstellar empire, Gog. People of the Shedem Union, I have today launched the mother of all battles. One ally in our axis of conquest, Lim-Il John of Altair Alpha, Kubert Avers of Avanzilia, and Adjurer Jarajad of Iran have also declared war upon King Tal. Soon, United Planets will have to recognize our people as the only true owners of Zayan and tell Tal to stop his occupation of Shedem lands. Mebik shouted, clenching his fists. He then took a rifle and shot it off. So that is the paragraph I read from let me see, what chapter is this? Chapter 16 of what book is this? I think this is this Struggle for Hope, the part 1 of the book. So I recommend my book. Please have fun with it if you buy it. Also, some closing thoughts from today's comic book business news. It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. So, may I recommend for Thanksgiving? Watch a good movie, maybe me on the internet somewhere, and we'll see each other after Thanksgiving. Till then, good luck and good news.